Stylumia is born out of the need of putting consumer at the center of any retail business. We believe that in retail there are two areas. One is product and one is consumer. How do we get right product to the right consumer at the right place, right? And this in fashion is extremely challenging because the demand is constantly changing and you have relatively long lead times. Now, how do you spot the right trend? How do you get the right product inside? And I've been in the fashion space for the last 20 odd years, and having worked in both offline and before starting up in Myntra, what we realized was that there is so much of data available today in the public domain. If you can analyze all of this consumer information and decode the demand, and what we do is we have a proprietary demand sensing engine which tells you, for example, questions like this: what are the winning dresses in Zara right now in Europe? Or what are the winning tops in Anthropologie in US right now? And that's something that you will get in Stylumia instantly. And how it helps anybody, any fashion brand or retailer, is that you're able to do market research with just 20% of your time, and you're able to pick winning ideas. Now, we have customers, like bestsellers or Pepe Jeans or Wrangler and many brands, both in India and across the world. And using our insights, they're able to improve their full price sell-throughs by up to 20%. Now, every 10% improvement in full price sell-through can impact your bottom line by 30-40% depending on your margins. So, if you really want to create compelling impact with your consumer on staying relevant with product, and that's something that we solve for. So, there's a new product which is just being launched, which is Stylumia Apollo. And Stylumia Apollo helps you to predict unseen products. One of the biggest challenges in fashion is you make new ranges every season. How do you predict that a product which has never been made, how will it perform? And today the way of doing that is experts meet together and rate those styles, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or ABCD, or show it to your trade partners. What we are seeing is this is a technique which is very dated, and that's one of the reasons that 1 or 2 products globally are sold on discount. And through Apollo, we can actually predict and rank each of these products on demand and how will it perform. And our forecast accuracy improvement has been anywhere between 20 to 30%, which is very, very significant for any fashion business. And to predict, what we do is we take your consumer data, transaction data for last 2 through 3 years, and we also map the market and feed the market data into it. And that's very, very unique. How do you predict using collective global intelligence and using context of your customer? And the engine actually uses computer vision and machine learning to predict these styles. For example, the number of parameters we use to analyze a particular image or a product is over 40 to 50,000 parameters, typically which is around 10 to 15 in any traditional forecasting systems. What will not change in next 5 years? And in my view, that consumer is getting powerful. The only thing which will remain is consumer will be at the center of everything the brand or retailer would do. And whatever we will be doing is to deeply understand this consumer. I wouldn't say that we have cracked it all, for we will constantly working on innovating to see how do we deeply understand this consumer and bring those insights back into the brand at the right time, at the right place, for them to take decisions on product and also on distribution. I would say that, one is don't go after the hype of technology. I think, remember, it's all about anthropology. It's all about understanding the human. How do you understand the human better? If any technology is going to help understand this consumer better, choose it. Second, applying technology is, I would say, more challenging than just choosing technology. For create a buy-in right from day zero. Once you choose a technology, involve the people who are going to be using this technology so that you get the maximum return on investment of that technology. And the third thing is, I think data is going to be super critical. The future of retail and brands is going to be data. For make your stores and make data, collecting data as an organization-wide initiative. It is not a corporate initiative. For the store associate, the store manager, the warehouse shipper, everybody contributes to data. For just to give you information that even the best of brands today do not focus enough on data. I would like to ensure, and data is not a privileged position in the company, and they are treated as like they're doing some routine work. I think elevate the data position in your organization and make it very, very important. Once you collect and have the relevant data, there is so much we can do with the data.